Okay, the topic I'm going to cover today is about the impact of the coronavirus in Europe. The conference was given by Professor Sebastian Julian. He is from Germany and he took a degree in economics. Well, the first point that Professor Sebastian touched was the impending economic crisis that is going to happen due to the coronavirus. It's forecasted that there's going to be a worldwide crisis that's going to affect almost each and every one of the countries. This is very important to note because, as we know, in 2020, the world is very globalized. So what happens in one region can very easily affect another region, no matter the distance, no matter the differences. Again, I found an article, it's of the ONU, and it was projected that in the worst of the cases, if the world economy keeps growing at a 0.5% due to the pandemic, it could have an impact of more than $2 trillion for the world economy. Again, this would be devastating because we know the world is globalized. So if a country falls in a very deep crisis, it can have potential consequences for the world as a whole. This is very important for our country. According to the journal El Financiero, Mexico depends greatly on the export of petroleum. Almost one-fifth of our revenue as a country depends of Pemex. And again, as people are getting inside their homes, they are not getting out. The industries are frozen. This can have a very big impact on our economy. Again, it's also important to know that due to this, our peso has fallen in price for 22% according to the dollar. So this is very, very grave. And Professor Julian also touched on other topics. He said that it's not only about economics for the world, but it's also about how is it gonna change due to the pandemic. He explained us that people in Germany are also growing the demand for short-term work. So this means working projects for some weeks or for some months, not fixed work. As we know, the world is going to be changed forever. The way we work is going to be also changed. As I just explained, people are applying for short-term works. And it's also important that the new work at home policy is probably going to be so much more expanded from now on. We have seen that it's possible to have a good performance if we work at home, if we apply some key points that are very important. As I found an article, it's from Forbes. It says that it's not only about the things that you know, but it's also about the things that you can learn to do. It's very important to know that we are going to have to adapt to this new world, working at home, using technology to communicate with each other, working on short-term projects, because this is probably going to be the norm from now on. The coronavirus changed the world forever. It's also important to know that, again, as Professor Sebastian told us, it's very important to do your work in a good way. I also found some of the Work Tango article by Jeff Hayden, and he told us that it's important to over communicate, to get your work done, and to be available. This would be the perfect work from home policy. Professor Sebastian also touched on some other themes like schools getting closed, like the mental health of some people that are are getting tired of not being able to get out. But for now, the only thing that I want to get very clear is that there's an impending economic crisis. We are not going to be able to do anything about it. And the best thing that we could do, as we are doing for the work at home policy, is to adapt ourselves to this new reality, to keep learning, to keep trying to get better. Because the world as we know it, it's gonna be different. It's never gonna get back to the same. Thank you.